to. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Tyson Fury, who was at he was at that
White
UFC
House card. Yeah.
He was at the 250. Oh, did you watch that 250 card?
No.
Me neither. Okay, and that is your UFC 250 stand-up guys review.
His life has been just one amazing adventure after another.
Welcome once again to another edition of the Stand-Up Guys. I am Patrick Robles. He is Edge Brown. Edge, how's the World Cup going so far?
So far, so good. So we've got to the knockout stages now, so it should be even more fun. I think if England win their next game against Congo and Mexico win their next game, then England v Mexico, which will be very interesting.
That's right. I am L3 all the way. It was very nice to see Ochoa get in the game.
Oh, yeah.
In their last match. My kid was almost named Ochoa because I mean after he was born because of Ochoa's performance against Brazil like a couple World Cups ago.
Yeah. Ochoa was a hero when he came on. It was just the fans went wild. So Mexican fans love him to death.
Yeah, because they're playing in Guadalajara, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I'd love to be part of what's going on in San Jose, California. Like they have these huge watch parties. But
yeah, I got caught up in it after I went to the fight night. I was walking back. There's me, BB, and we went to get something to eat, and we got caught up in the fan zone in San Jose, which looked like it was pretty fun.
Yeah, it's crazy. So the World Cup started while we were away, and we were actually away. We banked an episode, but the only thing we might have missed was Bam Rodriguez, and we made a calculated decision, did we not, that Bam was going to do Bam things, right?
Yeah, and Bam did do Bam things.
So yeah, we did have, I guess can we call this our cleanup? It's while you're away / cleanup-ish-esque, but yeah, Bam Rodriguez versus Antonio Vargas, and Bam he looked outstanding. I was in a crowded bar in Bar Harbor, Maine, watching on my iPad, and so people were actually curious, like, what's that, and I guess the announcers were saying that Vargas was doing okay. I never saw that.
He landed more shots on Bam than you would expect to have happened.
Right.
So I think if Bam's going to fight Inoue, he needs to actually clean up his defense a little bit.
Clean that up, yeah.
Yeah, because he can't have Inoue hitting him like that. But he never really caused any damage. I mean, he was trying, but Bam was just too skilled for him. Yeah,
and the footwork is just amazing. I felt like from the third round on, Bam was just fighting the appropriate fight, even if he wasn't completely dominating. He was right where he needed to be and doing what he needed to do. And what do we have? I believe it was a 6-round KO.
Yeah, he knocked him down in the 5th, and then the knockout in the 6th. The knockdown in the 5th was much harder. It was like a left hand from the southpaw stance that landed flush, like a left hook, and Valdez went down. It didn't look like he was going to get up, but he got up, and he didn't look that hurt when he got up. It lasted the round out. And then in the next round, the Bam landed like a 4-punch combination. Yeah. Which looked like he didn't put that much on it. It was just a nice, snappy combination. And that was it. Valdez couldn't get up.
Yeah, that was a no count needed. So he may not actually be fighting Inoue next, from what I understand. They actually want to get a couple more fights in, which I'd actually say is a good idea.
That's a very smart idea. He's got to get used to the weight. So, I mean, if he's going to fight Inoue, it's going to be at 122. This fight was his first fight at 118. So I think he needs 1 or 2 fights at 122, get used to that size before he takes on Inoue.
And the other thing is Bam's, 24 years old or whatever?
Yeah, he's young.
So the difference between 24 and 26 is not the same as the difference between, like, say, 31 and 33 or wherever Inoue is going to land. So it might be a good idea just to take a little more time, too.
Yeah. We don't know how much longer Inoue is going to be there, actually. So I think Bam, he can't wait too long. I don't think he can wait 2 years.
Right.
I think they'll probably fight sometime next year. All
right. So while I was in that bar, the New York Knicks were winning the NBA title. You were a New Yorker for a second, were you not?
Oh, yeah. Definitely a Knicks fan. So
yeah,
I was happy with that one.
Yeah, it was weird to be in the Northeast, which is, kind of Celtics territory. I figured, everyone would be booing. No, people were excited, and they were going like, go Knicks, man. So,
I think if you haven't won a title for 53 years, everybody's going to cheer you. Feel sorry for you.
And I didn't watch a lot of basketball this year, but I did watch that debacle. I guess, It's either a debacle or an amazing comeback, however you want. Or San Antonio just.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
I've never seen a comeback like that. That's crazy. Yeah.
So, also that same day that Bam fought, kind of friend of the show, Aldon Smith, former 49er, passed away.
Passed away.
You had trained him, had you not?
I trained with Aldon. Yes. Yeah. That's a shame. He's kind of really nice guy, and he passed away. So our condolences to all his friends and family. Yeah,
rest in peace. He's a troubled young man, but he's a good kid and way too young, about like 36 years old. So
he's a great athlete. I mean, I trained him. He's it's unbelievable athlete. It's just like, sometimes you meet people who are athletes and go, okay, he's good.
Yeah.
And then some people really stand out. He's one of the people that really stood out.
Awesome. Well, Well, rest in peace. And that same night, you were at
Fight Night 5 in San Jose.
And tell me all about it, because I was not there. First of all, who kept the autograph seekers off you? Because I couldn't do it. Who protected you?
Oh my goodness, it was a lot of fun down there, as usual. They put on a good show, and there were a couple of really good fights there. There was a 5-round amateur, I think it was a California title fight between Jacob Au and Logan Diaz, which was a good fight, a close fight. Jacob got the nod, but he was very entertaining and very high level. I mean, the way they fought, you'd have thought they were professionals, not amateurs, so they both put in a really good showing. And then they had the rematch of Kyle Clark and Chuck Campbell.
The Shark.
The Shark,
And there was some controversy there, was there not?
Yeah. Well, the first fight, there was rematch because they gave the first fight to Campbell, and like 90% of the people that were there was like, there's no way that he won that fight. So then they scheduled a rematch. And in this one, Mr. Campbell went down a few times for getting hit with low blows, and from my vantage point, none of them landed low.
Right, they're just body shots.
There's body shots, and he went down low, and then the referee actually took points away. I think two or 3 points away from Carl Clark. So obviously the decision again went to Campbell,
and that makes a big difference in a 3-round fight. I mean, it makes a big difference in any fight. But a 3-round fight.
Yeah, you lose 2 points, you've lost the fight. Unless you knock the guy out.
Yeah,
or knock him down a few times. So I think. His coaches, Clark's coaches, they've got the film where you can visibly see that the punches weren't low. So they're going to file a claim with the commission to, reverse the decision.
And did Georgi Evas fight the Assyrian assassin? Was he on there?
Yeah, Georgi Evas fought. He had a good fight. He fought a really awkward guy, nice, tall guy from LA that gave him some really tough problems. So he didn't look really that spectacular. You find one of those guys that no matter what, you're not going to look good against them, but he still came out with a win, which is the most important part.
Yeah, and I told you to make sure you said hi to Carol the Cut Woman.
But of course.
Yeah, how's she doing?
Carol was doing great. She worked every fight.
Every fight?
Yeah, and there was I've got here the amount of fights that were on the card. It was in the 20s, so it was crazy.
Oh, she had a busy. Hopefully, she's getting paid by the fight instead of like for the night.
I'm sure, but there was 22 fights on the card.
Oh, wow. And she worked them all.
She worked them all.
Oh, good for her. And I'm sure she did a splendid job.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay. Any other notes? Anything?
No, it was just another good event. They're putting on, really good events there. And, hopefully they keep it going. And
you were treated well, of course. Gilbert.
Oh yeah, that's always taken very good care of as usual.
Okay, well that's good to hear. Yeah. And I saw you made new shirts. You gave me a new shirt today, which is awesome. I think we're going to put you in charge of merchandising. You design T-shirts better than me. I'm just kind of put the logo right in the middle. So yeah.
All right, so I'm now the T-shirt man. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I do all the graphics, so you could do the T-shirts.
I can do the T-shirts, yeah.
All right. Well, while we were away, we had a bunch of news, and we're just gonna rapid fire through it, and then we'll return to see what we kind of want to talk about. But let's see. While we were away, Oleksandr Usyk vacated the heavyweight titles. The WBO said Zuffa cannot participate in the Haney-Davis purse bid. Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury was here, there, everywhere. Turki Alalshikh said he has some health problems. The IVB card in San Francisco was canceled for good. Canelo Alvarez versus Christian Mbili got moved. And, of course, Jamel Charlo, whatever. He did something or other.
Yeah, but that was, I think that stemmed from something that happened in 2024.
Okay.
When he got caught with a DUI. So now I think he actually just pled guilty to that offence.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on any of those? Pick one, pick none, some, all.
Usyk vacating the heavyweight titles, I think that's a good move for him. I think he said he's going to have one fight left, and I believe he's probably going to be against Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Yeah, so that's cool.
So you got Ajit Kabiel. I think he's just
WBC have made him champion,
right?
And then obviously you got Daniel Dubois who's WBO, and then the other two, the WBA and the IBF, are vacant. So
it looks like Atoma actually might be fighting.
Well, Atoma's fighting Hrgovic, so I think probably the IBF will probably turn that into a title fight.
It's fantastic. In a vacuum, I'd have been like, don't do it. But the way that Usyk, every time he fights, he's fighting for the undisputed again. I'm like, just vacate him, because this is silly, because you can't be an undisputed champ, apparently.
Yeah, well, a lot of fighters have said that before. Being undisputed is just a pain in the butt, because you got all the mandatories, so you get 4 mandatories that you got to fulfill.
Right.
So fights you may want, you won't be able to get to him for a couple of years. So
exactly, and at this point, he doesn't have to prove anything.
No.
So we know who the champ was, and go ahead and get a couple more fights in and call it a career. I'd really like to see Usyk start winding it down.
He said just one more, so hopefully that's true. He just needs one more. He doesn't need to prove anything.
Yeah.
I think he's made a bit of money. I don't know if he's used that money to help people in Ukraine, so whether he needs more money for that purpose. But, he's made a good name for himself. I think he's living fairly comfortable.
I want to talk about this IVB thing just real quick, because it's we've been calling this on multiple shows. You can go back and listen. That this was basically the thing that was going to happen. That San Francisco Civic Center is going to be the biggest thing ever. And my question is, how does the mayor of San Francisco not understand what 2 podcasters totally understood the entire time? And like, you can't make a phone call, like a 5-minute phone call, and do some due diligence. This ain't happening.
Yeah, I think you get these promoters. I've dealt with 5 promoters, and they can sell a bill of goods.
Right.
So the mayor is really not into boxing. I don't think he's very much that into sports, really. So
no,
I don't think he gets the whole picture and what it would actually take to put that thing on.
Yeah.
And then originally when it was going to be Deontay Wilder fighting, right?
You're right.
Yeah. So then that would have been obviously a big draw. But then the 2 guys that he had on that were for the reschedule for that event, nobody, even the people in boxing, didn't know who they were. So
yeah. You would just think someone in the mayor's office would look at IVB Boxing and Ed Pereira and be like, no.
No, he's not.
But you would think, and I guess you would think wrong.
He's not a big time promoter at all. But I think he can talk a good game.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. So anyway, we said it wasn't going to happen. It didn't happen. Yeah. But I'm not going to. Neither of us get a pat on the back. It was a pretty easy call.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. It's got to be in England.
You would think. If not, there's going to be a big uproar if it's not. So I don't know. With Dana White and Zuffa said they're going to do it, and then Anthony Joshua's already signed a contract saying that the fight has to take place in England. So I don't know what's going to happen.
I just think it has to. I don't know what's going on with Tyson Fury, who was at he was at that
UFC card.
He was at the 250. Oh, did you watch that 250 card?
No.
Me neither. Okay, and that is your UFC 250 stand-up guys review. But Tyson Fury, he has to have just that. Not loyalty, but he has to have that understanding. That's a British,
No, I think Tyson Fury is all about money. He doesn't care about anything else. So he'll fight on Mars if the money's right. He doesn't care.
All right. Yeah. Well, but so Turki Alalshikh says he's trying to unite everyone. Which once again, this is like the IVB thing. I can tell you, not going to happen.
Well, he's supposed to have a summit next week,
right?
With Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren and Dana White and everybody to try and
you can have all the summits you want. All right,
it's not
happening.
It's not going to happen.
And it's just the nature of the personalities, nature of the sports. But he says he wants to do it before he forgets his name. Apparently, so the reports he's got a tumor. These are unconfirmed, by the way. We don't want, but he's got like a tumor in his head or his pituitary gland or something. But for him to say that, obviously he's got something going on.
Yeah, he said like within a year or so he may lose his memory because of the tumor. So.
Yeah. So, God, I mean, I think Turkey's good for boxing, so I don't, I want to see him just out of the picture.
He's very good for boxing. I mean, my percentage of the Fury Joshua fight happening, I'd put it at 50% right now.
It's okay, so just even money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whether it happens or not.
Yeah, because I could see if Tyson Fury really is just about the money, then he'll just fight whomever or whatever. Also, I don't think it's a tragedy if it never happens. I mean,
no,
because even if it happens now, it's already too late. I mean,
it's way too late.
It would have been best when they were champions and they were fighting, for the championship. So this wouldn't even be for any title belts.
No.
Yeah.
Well, unless one of them picks up one of the belts and they fight for a belt, but
it's still not really for all
the marbles.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Alvarez and Mbili got moved. Do we know why? Do we just know it got moved? I mean, it's Canelo Alvarez and Christian Mbili.
No, it just got moved a month, right? So from September to October. I don't know if it's still going to be in Saudi Arabia or what the other details are. I just heard that the date's been postponed. So
all right, well,
that's all I've heard so far.
Hopefully, it's happening. Hopefully, nothing happens.
Yeah. So that is a very good fight. I mean, I want to see that fight.
Yeah. All right. So we do have some more headlines from We Were Away, and the thing is, one person, and I think we all know who we're about to mention. Boy, has he made some headlines.
Oh man, Floyd.
So here we go. Right now, he is being charged with a felony for writing a bad check in Vegas for a luxury watch. CSI Promotions is suing him because it claimed it had exclusive rights for the Mayweather-Tyson exhibition, the Pacquiao rematch. And because of that, the Mike Zambitis exhibition, which was supposed to be, yesterday?
Yesterday, was
canceled. Yeah. The Pacquiao fight has been postponed indefinitely.
Yeah.
That means it's never happening. Thank you very much.
Well, Floyd needs the money, so I think it will happen. I mean, the only way he can get out of a lot of the problems that he has is by fighting.
Not if he's in jail.
And
let's remember, at the peak of his Floydness, he still had to serve 30 or 60 days in jail. He's not immune to jail.
No.
So, and it sounds like he really wrote a bad check. And you were talking about, why are you writing checks?
Yeah.
You got American Express Black Card, right?
Yeah. Well, the thing is as well, he always walks around with a bag full of money. You'd think he'd pay with cash. That's because that's his image that he tries to portray, that he's always got this bag full of cash and he's laying out all the cash on his private jet and everything. Yeah. So why is he writing a check?
Yeah. And why are you buying a $200,000 watch? Like, how many watches do you need? Like, I guess it's to impress himself. I don't even know what.
But in this lawsuit he filed against his advisor, that's in prison. He said that the guy made him sell his collection of watches.
Yeah,
and I don't know. I think he used the money to pay off some bad debts or something. So he probably ran out of watches and he wants to get another fancy one. So, and
then the CSI lawsuit. So let's try and stay away from, is he broke or not? We kind of done that to death, but it sounds like his business practices are a little, I'm going to say, charitably convoluted.
Yeah.
Like, he's selling multiple fights, to multiple people. He basically told these people, okay, you got me. Then he told these people, you got me. And then told these people, you got me. And took advances on all of those.
Yeah. Well, that's the only, I think is, I don't know if he's still in a lawsuit with Logan Paul, but from that exhibition fight, with Logan Paul, he actually sold the likeness of the fight to someone in Saudi Arabia or Dubai, and he didn't give Logan Paul his percentage of the money, which I think was like 1.5 million or whatever he's supposed to give him, and so Logan Paul's after him for that amount of money.
So how much of this do we think? I know we're going to try not to talk about his finances, but finance related. How much of this do we think is him kind of maybe not understanding, and then how much of this is him just being straight up dishonest? Like, how much do you think each is?
It's a combination of everything, right?
Yeah.
It definitely.
And I think in any situation, like, it's never just one thing. It's a combination. It's like a pie chart or whatever.
It is, I think now, I think a lot of the time he's been dishonest because he's been painted into a corner. So he's just trying to do everything to kind of get out of that corner. The thing with the watch is just this, it's just a stupid move. But maybe he's just got like a thing for watches that he goes that way. And everything else, though, the lawsuit he had against PBC and Al Heyman and that, and then against his advisor. So who knows what's going on?
What do you think of the phone recording? There was 50 Cent, who I don't know how he does this type of stuff. And we have, once again, 50 Cent Hall of Fame hater. I mean, he's the code hater. Yeah.
Troll of the year.
I mean, just as a troll, what is he? He's Ali. I mean, it's Al Heyman and Leonard Ellerby.
Talking about Floyd, and
they're going to ruin him and whatever.
But it looks like Floyd probably screwed over a lot of these people.
Right.
So, because it looks like you think he'd have friends and people that hangers on that would be come out that would be standing up for him, but there isn't any. So he must have upset a lot of people with the way way he's been behaving.
And excellent transition, my friend. That was first class. We want to talk about that. Where are the people that are standing up for him? Like, where are they? And the first question is, who are his friends? Because, look, Pacquiao has Bull Boy. Like, who's this Bull Boy?
Yeah.
Who's
Boudini Brown
or Howard Bingham, whatever. Yeah. So, look, we're going to really start talking about entourages. So, any fighter has a bunch of people around him. And I wanted to ask you, who was your entourage? Obviously, you didn't have an entourage, but obviously Howard, your brother, was always with you. When you fought, who was always kind of with you on the road and whatever?
Like Howard, Cash, Godfrey Butler, the guys that pretty much trained with other fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of friends. My friend Jez was there for fights. So, my friend Lee was always around at my fight. So
right.
Another friend Johnny was always there. So
with Muhammad Ali, you had Boudini Brown and Howard Bingham. Joe Louis,
Freddie Pacheco as well.
The fight doctor, Mike Tyson, Rory Holloway. Kind of also in Customato, Kevin Rooney, and Canelo Alvarez. He's got Eddie Reynoso, Chepo Reynoso, and his brothers. And then we definitely got to shout out Anthony Joshua. Rest in peace to Latif. I want to say his last name right. Ayodele and Shinagami. Those are the guys who passed away in the car accident.
Yeah.
So it's weird because there's always a combination. A lot of these people end up on your payroll, but they're still
you still got your people that hang around all the time.
And those are his friends.
Tight friends, yeah.
And if you look at Ali archival footage, a lot of those people were hangers-on, and a lot of those people were on Ali's payroll, but they genuinely loved Ali and they loved being around him.
Oh, yeah.
There's no doubt. I always have to laugh. Manny Pacquiao, and I just love telling the story, and you saw this too. So they do all these 24/7s, and Manny Pacquiao always had the Bull Boy, but he had people, and the people who hung around Pacquiao, obviously they loved him, but they're all sitting there, they're gambling, they're doing whatever, and then Pacquiao got in trouble with Jinky, and he found God. And the very next 24/7, they're all doing the Bible study. Same guys. It's like, all right, boys. Chicken fights are over.
Yeah. You have to get everybody on the same page, right?
Exactly. But I couldn't. Could you tell me who Floyd's friends are?
I thought he was Ellaby, but apparently not. Because Ellaby was with him, and then Ellaby just went straight to being Tank's promoter, right? And just promoting Tank all the time, and wasn't saying anything about Mayweather at all. So I don't know if they had a falling out.
Yeah. So I looked it up, and I am definitely reading these names. I don't know any of these people, but Nate Jones, who was on the Olympic team with Floyd, James Pirilla McNair, who grew up with them, Walter Jordan, who's like his business manager, Kichi Larico, who was a personal assistant, but she passed away, Ray Jizzy Mac Sadeghi, and then the rest are like his bodyguards. Big Church, Big Adam. Because when you see him, he's never... there's a lot of people around him, but he's always alone. Yeah. Always.
Yeah, it seems to be that way. Yeah. But he's got a big family as well with the kids and grandkids and stuff. So I don't know how he hangs out like that. Because he lives a pretty clean life as far as like alcohol and drugs and stuff. He's not into that stuff, so you know. But then again, he was owning strip clubs in Vegas, so
exactly.
That was his vice.
Increasing his family apparently.
Increasing his family and increasing his expenditure as well.
Right now,
he lost $1 million lawsuit. He's got to pay $1 million.
Yeah, we covered it.
Yeah.
And you know where the term entourage comes from? Yes.
No.
It is a French term. It's a French term, but in 1950 and 51, Sugar Ray Robinson defeated Jake LaMotta, and he went on a European tour, which, by the way, in 7 weeks, he fought 6 professional fights.
Yeah.
He lost to one of your countrymen, Randy Turpin.
That was after the trip. That was in a rematch in New York.
Okay.
But, he lost to Turpin in London,
Yeah. So just the point is, he took... Let's see, his manager, George Gainsford, Edna Mae Robinson was his wife, his barber, his hairdresser, his masseur, his golf instructor, his drama coach. He actually brought his pink Cadillac with him because it was like on a big ship or whatever. Yeah. So in France, they're going Monsieur Robinson and Entourage.
Yeah, Entourage.
And that's where the term, so it was already a French term. It was like a group of people or whatever. Yeah. But
Robinson.
Sugar Ray Robinson gave us the entourage.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So I was thinking, though, what would you like to see in an entourage? I brought this up before. Like, what would you like to see in a good fighter? And I think, like, because, you know, generally your entourage is going to be like your childhood friends, your cousins, other fighters, whatever. But if you could have, like, high achievers, independent thinkers, like the type of people like a medical school, PhDs, the type that run triathlons, like that's who you want surrounding like a young fighter. And more importantly, you want people that what do you call it, that don't need you. You know, they got their own thing. You don't want people that are dependent on you, because now they're just going to tell you what you want to hear. You need someone to be like, hey, no, don't do that. Hey, you're wrong. Hey, don't, you know. And that's so important. And that brings me to mentors. You know, hopefully part of your entourage could be your mentor. And Prince, who's not a fighter, but had a great quote about mentors. Like, mentors are important. He goes, mentors are not on your payroll.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So,
but it's kind of like a lot of fighters as well. They don't want to listen to certain people. Right. You know, when it comes to training habits and stuff, they don't want to hear it. You know, they get the hard truth. A lot of them change trainers because of that, because they don't want to hear that. You know. Yeah,
because the mental and psychological part of this is such a big thing. You got to be strong mentally and psychologically, and a lot of these guys aren't. I think, you know, Ryan Garcia is a good example of that. And
there's been a lot of them.
Devin Haney.
Kind of. Yeah, you know, you can tell the Charlo brothers, you know,
right?
You know, Tank Davis, of course.
And by the way, you know, it all that success is a lot to throw at a young man, and then add, you know, a bunch of cousins and people from the neighborhood. You know, it's not easy.
It's tough.
Tank Davis has not handled it.
No,
you know, particularly well.
He's had the hardest time with it, I think.
Even though Andre Ward, I think, had some alcohol issues, he actually did, you know, pretty well. And then, his trainer, what you call it, his...
Oh, yeah. It's going to
his trainer, and like, he's got, you know, Amari Jones.
Virgil Hunter.
Yeah, Virgil Hunter. And I'm glad, you know, Virgil Hunter was like, hey, man, don't buy the jewelry. Buy the jewelry store, and then you can wear all the jewelry you want for free. You know, I love that he has a guy around
bigger
him.
Picture,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, any more thoughts on entourages?
Yeah, I think if a fighter does get an entourage, like you said, it has to be a selective entourage. That you know, like Anthony Joshua, you could see his entourage of guys that was pushing him in the right direction and helping him out. You don't need people that, you know, sucking your blood, as it were.
I think the main thing, you want a small inner circle, and then for the club or whatever, go ahead and bring 50 people. But that inner circle just needs to be like 3 or 4 people.
Yeah, a few people.
Yeah, and I think, when you see someone, say, like a Pacquiao, who still would think, obviously Pacquiao's going to go do what he does or whatever, but when you see, like, at least the fighter has the same wife, that's always like a good sign. Regardless of what, you know, may or may not be going on. We don't want to put anyone out there. But
well, especially when they get good trainers, when they stay with the same trainers.
That's also a good sign. You know, that's not their dad or whatever.
That's if fighters are going from trainer to trainer to trainer, it's never a good sign.
Yep. So I I would like to see who's that person standing up for Floyd, because famously, when Joe Louis was down on his luck, Frank Sinatra, helped him out, because, when Joe Louis was on top, he did some good stuff for Frank Sinatra, and Frank Sinatra had nothing to gain by helping out Joe Louis. He was like, hey, I like that guy, whatever. Where's that for Floyd? And I do not see it.
I think the personalities of that were totally different.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe Louis was like an humble, kind of really nice guy. Floyd, a little braggadocious,
Right, yeah.
And he's turned people off a lot of times. So, there may be that element as well with the personality.
Right. All right. Well, we shall see. And I'm sure we're going to continue to have Floyd news or whatever. We're going to, we want to try and steer away from the Izzy broke. By the way, there are internet rumors that he's about to file for bankruptcy, which would make sense.
Yeah.
But those are just rumors. So allegedly. Yeah. So we shall see. But we kind of want to stay away from those. But we hopefully looked at this from a bit of a different perspective.
Yeah. So hopefully he can get his stuff together. Mm-hmm. And if he does get into those fights, fight with Pacquiao, I mean, I think the majority of people would watch that. Yeah. And on Netflix, that would be good for him and his rehabilitation, as it were.
Mm-hmm. And I said this before on another podcast, but I'll say it again. Let's just say everything goes perfect for Floyd, does all these fights. Okay, what are you going to do next?
Yeah.
You can't keep doing this indefinitely. Yeah, so.
Well, it's his spending habits, right? I mean, he's got to curtail them.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the bottom line,
Okay. You want to do some reviews? Because we got lots of reviews to do.
Yeah.
So also, while we were away, a lot of stuff. So we purposely kind of condensed our reviews. Like, for example, from one Friday Night Fights 159, we have nothing. Not that it was not a good card, but we had to be just be really selective. Yes.
Yeah, cut it down. Yes.
So the first thing you told me about was on one Friday Fights 158, Kyaw win versus Slatan, and this was a bantamweight war that Win won via unanimous decision. And for a second, I was upset because I didn't get to rewatch this.
Yeah.
But this really isn't about the rewatch. It's about the feeling you got the first time.
Oh, yeah.
And in my notes, I was just, how?
Yeah.
How are they standing? How are they doing what they're doing? How is nobody getting cut? This was an absolute war.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't think he's going to get beaten out for Fight of the Year. There's nothing going to beat that one out. That's, automatic, instant classic Fight of the Year.
And by the way, Kyaw win. They're calling him KSW. I will do the same. KSW kind of helps, but just the crowd was really into it from the beginning. It's almost like they knew something was going to happen.
Oh yeah, the crowd were at their seats at the beginning of the fight, going crazy. And if I was there, I'd have been going crazy because these guys went nuts. And it was I think that in the last round, right? Slatan got cut.
Yeah. Finally.
Yeah, in the third round, in the last round.
How many elbows did both of them land?
They landed a tremendous amount of elbows.
How does nobody get cut? Because, I mean, sometimes you get hit with the forearm, and I get it, but even if they're throwing forearms, you're gonna actually cut someone with an elbow.
Well, even the punches they were taking with them small gloves, someone's going to get cut. And
as I said in the second round, if ever there was a 10-10 round, that was that second round. Because I
couldn't split them.
Flip a coin.
Yeah, they were hard to split in that second round.
Yeah. Absolutely just incredible fight. And like I said, I'm actually glad I didn't rewatch it because I just kept saying how. And then eventually in my notes, I'm going to stop taking notes and just watch this. I can't.
Yeah, it's entertainment.
Absolutely incredible. But speaking of incredible, one Friday Fights 160. Face versus Rungruanglek, and that's Rungruanglek via unanimous decision. And this is one of these things that we've seen now. The guy who gets knocked down early all of a sudden just becomes a monster. Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. Rungruanglek got knocked down almost straight away in the first.
Yeah, beautiful roundhouse kick to the head as well.
But he got up like the roundhouse kick woke him up or something. You talk about no ill effects and just battered face all over. And then face went down the first.
Yeah, he went down. And then, but they just kept going and going and going. Face, how he made it out of the first round, I don't know.
How he made it out of the second round. Yeah. But to be fair, they got a little tired in the third, but I'm not mad at them.
No.
And what was, I guess, kind of funny, that last 10 seconds, all right, we're going to fight it out, and they both just collapsed.
Yeah, they're too tired.
Okay, they sat down there ready to do it, and they both just fell out.
It was crazy. I mean, it's kind of, they just look like, Face looked like he just couldn't stand up times. His legs had gone, everything had gone.
He refused.
He kept fighting.
He kept fighting, yeah. And it was just like Rungrawenglik coming forward, and that was a war too. It's just like the third round was a bit more subdued, but I'm not mad at him because after the second round, take a break, gentlemen. All right, so one Fight Night 44, which just happened recently. There was 2 fights we want to talk about, and so I was thinking about this. I'm like, I know you're already going to do the British fighters, so how do I work the British fighters in?
You picked them on this one, so it wasn't
I did
me.
exactly. But Nakrob versus, there's actually pretty much all the fights were really good.
Good fight, yeah.
But we want, you can always do like a first round knockout or knockdown. I want to talk about this one, Nakrob versus Jacob Smith, which Nakrob won versus unanimous decision, because you could see the results on Jacob Smith's body from all these body kicks and knees and whatever. And I guess obviously, just like some guys cut easier than others, some guys show damage.
Yeah, his body got really red from the kicks from early on in the fight. His body, you could tell he was bloody. So the left side of his body was like completely red from the roundhouse kicks he was taking. And I remember when fighting England, like most guys in England, there's not much sun, so they're very pale.
You're right.
So a lot of guys that were fighting, their master used to tell them to go down to the spa and get a tan. So you go into a fight and get a tan. So with leg kicks and body kicks, it wouldn't show as much, because judges are going to look at your body and go, well,
and so that's the thing. Round. I would have said Smith won the first round. I mean, it was he had some nice dumps earlier, whatever, but after the round, and you could already see everything, and I'm like, did I miss something? And then I started looking for it, and then I started noticing every knee, every
kick,
And what I did think was a little interesting, one of the things, as a kickboxer and a Muay Thai fighter, you catch a lot of body kicks, and body kicks land, but they're not as common because it's just such a reflex thing.
Yeah.
But God, either Nakrob was really good at it or Smith wasn't good at catching it, because Nakrob just kept landing those body kicks.
Well, Nakrob's his timing on those body kicks was they were really good. He timed them really well, so it was hard to defend against. But but even still, I mean, his body was just like it was bruised.
And then it's obvious that Nakrob is right-handed, because then Smith got a cut over his left eye, basically from the top of his eye to his waist, like a motorcycle accident. It almost looked like, the results look like Nakrob was only fighting with like one side of his body.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Anyway, it was a good fight. Nakrob definitely
he
won the fight, but I don't think Smith was beat up as bad as it looked.
It looked really bad.
He just chewed up.
So any young fighters there, if you're very pale, get yourself tanned pretty well. So when you go into a fight, those strikes don't show.
Exactly. All right, then the main event, we had another Brit, George Jarvis versus Rungrawee, and Jarvis with a second round KO, and this was just the old one-hitter quitter.
Oh, yeah. Well, Jarvis got dropped in the first round himself.
Right.
Yeah, right off the bat. I mean, so you thought, oh, man, he's going to be in trouble. But he came back pretty strong and landed, I think, a beautiful left hand and ended the fight. I
really feel like if ever there was like a knockdown that wasn't it was a legit knockdown, but it was such a flash knockdown. It was so early. And he just popped right back up. If ever that was like, guess what? That's 10-8, whatever. But if ever it was like not a knockdown, that would be it.
Yeah, it's real flash knockdown.
Yeah. So, and I loved Rungrawee nickname, Legatron. That's a fantastic nickname.
It is a great nickname.
Yeah. No, do not change the nicknames. Fantastic. We also had Rajma World Series, their 200th show.
Yeah.
And once again, this was a great card too, but we just had to get to the main event. Every time I watch RWS, like, we're not covering RWS enough.
The fights are good.
The fights are good. The presentation's good. I actually like watching it on YouTube better than DAZN. YouTube is just a better user interface.
Yeah.
So, but our man Daniel Rodriguez versus Angel Bauza, and my only question is Rodriguez the best Muay Thai fighter in the world, or is he top five?
He's up there. He's definitely up there.
He looks disinterested, and I'm not saying he's not. He's so relaxed.
Very relaxed.
He looks like he doesn't care, and he is incapable of keeping his head on the center line, and I mean that as a compliment. Yeah. His head is never there.
You can't hit him.
Yeah, and so Rodriguez via third round KO, and he just decimated Bauza with a leg kick. And it was interesting because he'd been hitting Bauza's arms and his body, and so when he hit that leg kick, Bauza just kind of flinched
kick,
just enough down to get the kick over the top, and that was all shin, and it was just perfect. Yeah.
Beautiful setup. You know?
Yeah.
So Bauza was a tough guy too. He kind of like, he was fighting very hard. He's very tough.
Well, he was fighting well at the beginning. He was kind of all over Rodriguez. I'm like, yeah, you better like smother him, and I liked it. But Rodriguez was just so unbothered by it, though.
Too calm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he might have been even losing at the beginning, but still, I just didn't care.
The pressure didn't bother him at all.
Yeah.
You know.
So, and I wanted to, we're not going to really review this, but also on the card was Dmitry Menshikov, and you said you didn't watch.
I haven't seen that fight now.
Well, basically in the time that I just said Dmitry Menshikov, that's how long the fight was. And
yeah. Well, I've seen Menshikov fight before.
Exactly.
He's a beast.
And with Rodriguez, there's all kinds of technical stuff to analyze. This would be the exact opposite. Menshikov just walks over. I mean, he might as well have a club in his hand.
Yeah, exactly. This is just about blunt force trauma, right? Yeah,
You can block. Go ahead and block him if you want.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Knocked him silly with the first shot, and the next shot knocked him out. I mean, I really was like he just had a baseball bat. Yeah, this guy Menshikov, and he's like 73-1 or so. I want to know who the one is who beat him, but oh my goodness, yeah. So,
he's a scary guy,
and it's just nice because it's a nice
contrast.
It's a nice contrast. You got the fluid chess player, and then you got just
the brute.
So
Hulk smash.
Yeah. So. Yeah, really love it. There was also some good fight. We're going to link. There's some other good fights on there. So.
Yeah, RWS, it's really a good platform.
And then also because it's the pure Muay Thai with the gloves on. I mean, I'm fine with what one does, but Muay Thai, you're supposed to have the boxing gloves. Yeah. And yep. All right. We do have some boxing to review. This is going to be a short review here, but we had Oscar Collazo versus Neider Valdez. Collazo is, supposed to be on the pound-for-pound list. Both guys missed weight. It wasn't Collazo's original opponent couldn't make it or something, so they did 112. I can't usually, I get all upset about guys missing weight, but when you weigh like 105 pounds, I'm not going to dump on you for missing weight. That's not really missing weight. No. If you weighed in 112 pounds, what do they call you, fat?
Yeah. I wouldn't say he was lazy.
112 pounds. Anyway, Collazo via second round TKO, and Valdez was there. I don't know.
I mean, he shouldn't have been there.
Yeah. It was
a mismatch.
It was a mismatch. It was not, but the broadcast graphic mistakenly listed him as light heavyweights. I don't know if you caught that. It said light heavyweight. I don't know who screwed that up. But
they meant light heavyweight.
Yeah. Not much to talk about. I mean, Collazo's, talented, but
he's good,
he needs some more competition.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. And I actually just got done watching Liam Paro versus Lewis Crocker, which was a few days ago. I thought this was interesting because it was kind of it was kind of the same fight all the way through, which was Crocker applying pressure and Paro just outboxed him using angles. I thought a lot of the rounds though were hard to score.
Yeah, they're very close rounds.
Yeah, but Paro wins via unanimous decision. Interesting, all three judges had it 115 to 113. They had it identical.
That's good judging. Everybody has the same score.
Yeah, I have no issues with that. It was down in Brisbane, Australia.
Yeah, that's where Paro's from. So he's fighting in his hometown.
Yeah.
And Crocker was a champion going to Paro's hometown to defend his title. You got to give him credit for doing that.
Right. I will say Paro's lucky it wasn't a 15-round fight because he was starting to fade and he got his eye cut open. But guess what? It's not a 15-round fight. It was a 12-round fight. Exactly. And he fought. Once again, it was just kind of the same fight. Well, it's entertaining, but Crocker applying pressure and Paro boxing. And they both had their moments.
Yeah, it was a good fight. I mean, towards the end, Crocker was coming on.
Right.
But he just didn't have enough time.
Yeah. Paro though is a welterweight champion.
He's a little small for welterweight because he was fighting at 140 and he looks still like a 140 pounder. He looks small for 147.
Yeah.
So we'll see. His first defense. I don't know who he will be against, but we'll see how he does.
Yep. All right, and then last night, Xander Zayas versus Jaron Boots Ennis, and I'm going to put my notes down because I don't need notes on this one. What a fun fight, man.
Great fight. Yeah, that was entertaining.
So in the first round, I'm writing Zayas' obituary basically because it looked like Boots was about to walk through him. Boots looked sharp. He looked strong, even though Zayas was bigger. And I think Zayas had some trouble making weight too. But Boots just looked fantastic. Okay, this is going to be all of a sudden in the third round, Zayas said, not so fast.
Yeah, I had Boots in big trouble in the third round.
And I never really thought Zayas had that dog in him, but I was wrong, man. He's definitely got that dog in him.
Young kid, but he's got a lot of heart.
Eventually, the fight was stopped in the 7th round. I think it was
The corner.
It was the corner and the ref, but
Yeah.
And what was it? The 5th round, Zayas took a hellacious beating.
Yeah.
And it was close whether they go.
She stopped it then, I think.
And I think we both were a little weary because there had been some early stoppages already on the card. You're like, are they going to continue with these early stoppages? And
but they stopped. The corner stopped at the right time.
right,
Yeah.
but
Boots looked really good. I mean, apart from that 3rd round where he got in big trouble, he looked really good.
And then when Boots got in trouble, he wasn't holding. He was fighting like a Philadelphia fighter.
Yeah.
Just he might want to. I mean, I guess if you have that in you, you have that in you.
Yeah. He's going to be. If he's a Philly fighter, that's what Philly fighters do. They always have done. They're like the war. They go toe to toe. It's great for the fans.
So
his coaches and his promoter are pulling their hair out, but the fans love it.
Yeah. I think Eddie Hearn for a second started getting a little. He started getting a little nervous. The good news is De La Hoya right afterwards gave Boots his prop and said, "Let's make the Ortiz fight," which. Yeah. That's the fight they have to make. I mean, I'd love to see him against Fundora too, but they got to make the Ortiz
Everybody
fight.
wants to that fight, so they make it, And the way that Boots got caught, against Ortiz, he gets caught like that, he's going to be in big trouble. So makes the fight even more interesting.
Just for us boxing guys, is that the best fight that can be made right now? I'm trying to think, is there a better matchup right now? Obviously you'd like to see Tank and Shakur, maybe, whatever. But I think this is just such
that's probably the best fight.
Yeah.
Definitely the best fight. I mean, the only other fight I can think of is like Benavidez versus Bivol.
Yeah, that's a good one. Certainly Inoue versus Bam is fun. But I mean, this one, because they're both the same weight class, they're both in their primes.
This is a top fight.
Yeah, so let's do it. We want to mention 2 other fights that we did not watch, but it was on the one inner circle. Azadullah Imangzaliev beats Asla Majan Ordikov by split decision, and Alicia Helen Rodriguez versus Fechida also by split decision.
Yeah.
And we can't watch these because they're paywalled. So I had a suggestion. Once all these get unpaywalled, let's pick about 4 or 5, and we can do like a segment actually reviewing the fight.
Okay, that sounds good.
Because they do eventually put them on YouTube. But as much as I'd like to see these fights, it's still not worth $10 a month.
No, definitely not.
But we would like to mention because we're big fans of Helen Rodriguez. We're big fans of Imangzaliev might be like the stand-up guy's mascot because we were reviewing his fights at the beginning.
Really early on, he was impressing.
We've like. He's been rising as we have too.
Now he's champion. So,
all right. Well, we're coming to an end of another episode. Hopefully, you've noticed some improvement on the graphics and some other stuff. And we're going to start doing thumbnails now for each episode. So if you're listening, you'll see like instead of just our logo, we'll have some type of like a theme. I don't know what the theme's going to be for this one, but I figured out how to do that, and we're
good.
Yeah,
that's good. That stuff. Yeah, and follow us on social media. There's fights from Fight Night. I have some highlights of the fights that we were talking about earlier.
Yes, for
from
sure.
The Fight Nights in San Jose on TikTok, and on Instagram. So follow us on social media, and you can see some interesting stuff.
And we're still working on some more interviews. Yes.
Yes.
All right. And we'll have better audio as well.
Oh, definitely.
Okay. All right. Well, do you have anything else? This was a great catch up and a great cleanup. It's great seeing you again, sir.
Oh no, right? Been a while.
Right. So, do you have anything else?
No, that's it for now.
All right. Thank you for following us, and once again, thank you to all our new listeners, Stand Up Guys. We are out.